Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phantasy Star 4! In the last episode, we had started going around the world and doing side quests and stuff, so it took us a little bit of new exploration to go onto like a new continent. We were able to cross the water now, which is where we're going to go for the story here in a minute. But in my exploration for the side questing, we found this place we need to go for a quest. There was like robots or whatever that were like running rampant in one of the towns. They weren't attacking anybody, but they were around. And they started attacking Ren when we walked into the town. Well, now we're here, and we're doing it. And, of course, the first battle we fight, we get fucking zapped. That's fun. Anyway. I guess I don't need to fast forward. We just started playing for the day. Damn, bro. Rune already died? Why you fucking my boy Rune up? What did he do to you? Rika leveled up immediately, though, and she learned Nassar. Wait, Nassar? Isn't that... That's the all heal, right? So everyone can get healed for high level healing now? That's amazing. It's like it's better than GSAR. Hell yeah. We're getting some nice moves, guys. We're getting some nice moves. But anyway, it's good to be back to some Phantasy Star. For those who, you know, aren't in the know for what I work on my channel, haven't played this for almost a week again. And, you know, I've been working on Silksong. Holy crap. If you're watching this on YouTube, Silksong is probably, like, if you're watching this as it goes up on YouTube anyway, Silksong's probably still running as a series because it's so freaking long, but Jesus Christ. I just came off the heels of finishing that, and it was a hell of a time. Did it just say dying is recovered? I don't think so. But maybe it did. Maybe I didn't notice. I have to pay attention next time I revive somebody. It might have said dying is recovered. I haven't been paying attention to the dialogue when I do that. And sorry if I keep clearing my throat. I have morning throat still for this morning. And these things hit hard. I don't know if this side quest is for me right now. I'm surviving, but damn, these things hit hard. You only saw it for a glimpse. Well, we'll check it when we get a chance, but right now we're just focused on getting through this place alive. Did I come in here not healed up? Feels weird that Rune has such low TP right now. I might have just used a lot of his heals on the way over here. Yeah, hurry up and just go die again. Oh, don't worry. We'll die again plenty, Sparty. Don't you worry about that. Alright, let's fuck up these Browrin 486s. Brorin. Oh, you know what I should do is do some all hits. Holy crap. Plus everyone fucking missed. That was fun. Do some all hits. People are going to start dying. Man, I am slow for this dungeon. Holy shit. That'll do. That'll do. Chaz got wrecked. Okay, let's pay attention to when I revive him and see if it says dying is recovered. I think it might. You might be right. I think it does say that. River is used. Dying recovered. Yep, it does say dying recovered. It just says dying recovered. That's funny. I don't know why. I don't know. I never really like called that out when I saw it, but there it is. Dying is recovered. Okay, so this is a door we have not been in. Can I go in here? Whoops. Elevator. Where the hell am I going? Treasure. Lako gear. That's probably pretty good, right? No, it's for Ren. Equipment, Ren. Lako gear is better by 3 defense. Nice. Probably a literal translation. Dying recovered. Well, yeah, they're saying dying is a status effect, basically. And it's been recovered. That's all it means. Get wrecked. I need more groups of 4 and they're getting wrecked by that. Could have just put revived, but you know, complicated, right? I didn't want to escape, D-pad. Why you do this to me? I don't know why I have that issue with this fucking game in particular, where I just keep pressing. It basically goes down or up 2 times, and I only press it once. I don't know if that's a thing that just has to do with the input lag of this game, or if it has to do with my controller itself. I have no idea. I don't feel like I ever had that issue with a different game on this. See, it did it again. A different game on this Sega Collection emulator, whatever you want to call it. I don't feel like I've ever had this issue quite so bad before. See what I mean? It went down past Rika again. Fucking D-pad, man. Because I know I'm only clicking it enough times, so it's definitely overshooting of its own volition. I don't really know what the hell that's about. It's kind of annoying, though. It's like I gotta take my time and not be quick about presses because I might overshoot people, which seems to be happening almost every time I press it now. It's super annoying. A treasure. Lacko armor. Okay. I don't... Is that for anybody else? No. It's literally just for him. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Lacko armor for you, bud. You're gonna be so dope. This one I will gladly... 3 to 4 enemies like this, I will gladly do a group hit. That's fine. Like I gotta put the sorry for coughing tag back in my damn tags. So annoying that I'm still coughing after all these weeks, man. I'm going on 3 weeks with this, you know, lingering cough. Well, 2 extra weeks since I've, you know, recovered from the sickness. But since I originally got sick in my throat and I lost my voice and stuff, it's been 3 weeks, man. It's crazy. I'm not taking a chance on these dudes either. Fuck them up. Got him. Alright. These guys I will gladly attack regular. It's fine. Macro Daddy. Macro Daddy. No, no, no. 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 Sugar-digga-digga-digga-digga-do. And if it looks like I'm about to struggle in this place, I'm just gonna fucking teleport the fuck out of here. I don't know if I have an escape pipe, but I think I do. This place is pretty rough in terms of hard enemies compared to what my level is at the moment, but we got this. And that guy's beefy. He really didn't die on everyone's attack one time? Wow. Didn't I fight 2 of those guys earlier? Goddamn. Alright. I'm expecting there just to be another treasure down here. For some reason we struggle hitting this guy. Super annoying. I say that after Rika missed and then both people hit, so I'm not complaining. Alright. I'm glad I went the other way first. The other way had a treasure, and this way was the way to go. Awesome. I wonder if we're gonna have to fight a boss here. What was his voice? Oh, this is awesome. If all these things started to move at once, Motavi would fall completely under their control instantly. Rune, why exactly did we come here again? Let's hurry. This is not a joking matter. Somehow when Ren says it, it's very convincing. What, did you think it was a joke? Does this feel like a joke to you? Alright, I guess we'll go across here first. I guess that's as far as that goes. Seems weird, but sure. Macro Daddy. I don't like that barrel guy. He seems dangerous. Alright, another level up for me. Woo, 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 woo. Alright, I'm going to start with this one just because I want to see where it goes. Door's over here, okay. I'm going to check the door, fuck it. It may or may not be progress. It might just be an item, you never know. If it's progress, that's fine too. I definitely want to clean this place out of treasure. It's had good armor for people so far, so I definitely want to make sure we clean this place out. But, you know, I'll just pursue a path till a dead end or something happens or whatever. Or if it's the end of the place, then cool. Then we know. Rika's dead. Ooh, Rune died on that, but not Rika. She's so close to dead, though. Alright, well, good stuff, good stuff. Let's heal up. Heal it up. Dying's been recovered, yo. She's paralyzed. Shit. So I have to fix that first. Which I think is Rimpa. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I remembered that. Can we just use a Na-Res here? I think we're good with a Na-Res here, right? Or not a Na-Res, a Na-Sar. Yeah, I'm good with a Na-Sar here. Everybody needed it, so... Oh, shit. We might be at the end here, which is good. I want to be at the end of this. What is this system? Welcome, people of Algo. I am Daughter. As the protector of Algo, I am responsible for administering law and ensuring order. Daughter? A daughter of... It can't be. SETH said that plan was abandoned. My data confirms that also. There must be an error in my data. Okay. Hey, you, Daughter! Are you the one that sent the androids to Zima and the plate system? Yes. If you say you're the protector of Algo, why would you destroy the environmental control system? I am only trying to purge those AIs not under my control. My #1 objective is peace and prosperity for all of Algo. Any AI that does not obey my orders is an enemy of Algo. Therefore, it is my mission to destroy them. Daughter, did you know your network is not connected to external systems? So even if you send an order, it won't reach the other systems. That is not true. I was designed to take control of all remaining systems of Mother Brain. All AI systems in Algo are under my control. Daughter, there is a fundamental error in your self-awareness because the environmental deterioration caused by the system crash was greater than initially expected. The effects of the destruction of Parma were calculated prior to the completion of the Daughter project. The project was then abandoned at the prototype manufacturing stage. You are but a test machine. I'm a prototype. Subsequently, a network whose sole object was to restart and stabilize Algo's environmental control system was constructed on the artificial satellite Zelon. I, Ren, am the AI in charge of managing the entire system. I understand, Ren. Daughter, Ren, you are creating the disorder in my system, aren't you? Daughter, I shall use all my power to exterminate anything that interferes with my programs. Ooh, we are gonna have to fight the computer. Oh shit, or 3 of these guys, sure. Okay. Let's focus. Let's focus. Lock in. Alright, we're gonna play this like it's a boss fight, because I'm sure it's gonna be tough. Alright, I'm gonna put up my barrier, I think, to start. I'm gonna have Rika do... Didn't she have... I was gonna have her do the speed one, I think. Saner. Was it Saner? Saner's the speed one, I believe. Yeah. It is. And then... This is Chaz. I don't think Chaz has, like, a defensive one. He's got Nazan and Nathu, which is a thunder, and I think Zan was an explosive spell or something like that. I'm trying to remember. I'll have to open up the spell list again. I don't think he has, like, a defensive thing, but let's do, does Explode hit all? Oh, picks one enemy to hit. Ray Blade. Alright, let's just do Air Slash, because it hits all. Forget if you have a defensive one I want to use. And I don't remember what Legion does, or Legion, however you say that. I don't think I have a defensive bump one on anyone else. It's unfortunate to only have 3 characters for this. I'll just do Tandle. I think that's an electric spell. Okay. Air Slash. Double Slash. Okay. Man, Rune got killed in 1 turn. Great. Fucking great. Whatever. Okay. You're just going to do attack. You are going to do some defense. And you are going to revive him, I guess. Revive. Where's my Rever spell? Damn it. Burst Rockets. That didn't do as much damage as I would have hoped. Just don't hit Rune so he can survive. Nope, Rune's dead. Fuck, man. How am I going to do this? There's no way I can revive Rune and heal him. There's no way. Hey, Maro, what's up? Can I help you? Let's use Burst Rockets. Breaking news. Trump is refusing to pardon a turkey this year due to the fact that no one gobbles better than he does. But, Nice. That's pretty silly. Alright, I'm gonna heal, I guess, on... Well... You know what? I'll heal herself. Good old Thanksgiving jokes. Gotta love them. I'm just gonna go for the win. Rune's just gonna have to be dead for this fight. And if I lose, I lose, I guess. Okay. That wasn't so bad. I might heal her again, or... I don't know what I want to do here, actually. I'm gonna use my other burst rocket, first of all. Maybe I'll just use a regular res on her. I want to keep her closer to 200 HP. Danny! Meh. Doodaloo. Doodaloo, doodaloo. Yeah, that Phonomazer move is kind of weak sauce with my defensive bump, so that's nice. Alright. This dude is going to end up attacking probably for the rest of this fight. Just because. So the one on the left's going first. He's going to be dead first. Meantime, we're going to do Disrupts. And we're going to do the last Air Slash. Nice. One down. Okay. That's a good sign that we got this. We got this fight in the bag. It's mine now, bitch. It's mine. I'll just Disrupt again while there's still two. And I will Ray Blade. Yeah, I'll Ray Blade the one on the right. Whatever. The one in the middle is probably about to be dead anyways. Alright. Victorious, baby. So easy. Unfortunately, Rune didn't make it, but that's okay. Ren. Daughter, I am going to shut you down. Why are you doing this? Alga will never regain its former prosperity without me. Actually, there is a possibility all will be ruined. Daughter, I was only given the minimum environmental control ability, yet humans have continued to live for over 8,000 years. Do not do this. Do not do something that might be irrevocable. Our civilization has indeed fallen into decay, but that is exactly why humans have regained their vitality. They have worked together to overcome all these difficult problems. Stop. Daughter, there is no need for excessive interference. Shut her down. Technicians! Oh! Oh! At that time, plan to reopen the project. After the environment was stabilized, they must have had an independent AI at the Nervous terminal keeping things under control here. Both Demi and I were negligent. We ignored this ancient facility because it was unrelated to our official tasks. All efforts were put into starting Zelen. Daughter was forgotten. When we shut down Nervous, a signal must have been sent, and Daughter woke. She got woke as fuck, dog. Alright, cool. So we did it. Fantastic. This quest is probably done, so we'll be careful going out of here, but I definitely want to backtrack out of here because there was more treasure. I feel like there was more treasure. I don't know for sure there was more treasure, but I'm assuming there was more treasure. But like I said, if we struggle on the way out of here, we can always zip out of here and zip back here. Well, zip meaning walk my ass back here, but zip meaning I can just teleport out of here and then work my way back here later. But I don't want to leave without all the goodies. This place had some good treasures, you know? I don't have any more air slashes for Chaz, unfortunately. But that's okay. I don't need it for this particular fight, but... You know, when we inevitably run into a group of 3 to 4 enemies again, I'm going to be like, well, oh well. It's okay, I can still use other people's all-hit moves, especially Rune's, since he didn't really get to use any of his. He would dead. He died for the ball fight. It would not good. Alright, well, yeah, let's just keep exploring, because I did not even get anywhere near done exploring this room, for sure. Nothing down there. Okie day. Alright, let's head back. Ugh. I guess we're fighting this group. Wow, one of these Dominators is just a random battle enemy now? That's crazy. I should have probably done a different move there. I shouldn't have done that one. Like, I shouldn't have done my regular macro. Danny, what are you doing? Danny! What are you fucking with? Hey! Oh my god. Hold on. This cat, I swear to God, she's always into something. Danny. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? She's like, nothing. Not chewing on something I shouldn't be. No, never. Not me. Meow. What's your problem? Hey, hey! She went right back to it. God damn it. Bye. I see what happened. She was playing with a rubber band, like a little headband, hairband thing. It's her favorite one, and she knocked it behind some stuff, so it looked like she was playing, chewing on something she shouldn't be. Fair enough. It makes more sense why she was back there now. All right. Anyway, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, let's whoop some ass. Yeah. I wonder if Eliminate works on this guy. I'll try. Meanwhile, Chaz can just attack. That's fine. This dude is gonna do good old Hoon. Hoon. I don't think I can eliminate that big guy. Hoon was wasted too. Wasted Hoon. Double slash. A little bit of cross-cut action and a little bit of flaily. Yeah. That sucks that you have to fight these as a random battle enemy now. Goddamn. Double slash. Should die on this turn though, right? Yeah, okay. Ren went up a lubble, which is really cool. Gonna heal up my boy Rune, cause he dying like a fool. Yeah, I'll heal everybody up. It's fine. Alright. Now we gotta work our way back up to this elevator situation. I see. The elevator's weird like that. Weird like that. Mm-hmm. Check the right side of this room for a goodie. Oh, I have to hit the switch. I see. If I hit this switch, will it reverse everything? It might. But first, two barrel boys. Two barrel boys coming at you. Like that we got the first, like, speed hit there. Rune and Chaz both went up there. Nice. Okay, it did not reverse. It only reversed that one? That's not helpful. Can't even get out of here if I hit that one then. I have to hit a different switch. There's a switch by the beginning. We'll just start with that, I guess. Went around in a circle and had to fight this fight again. Woohoo. Okay. Yeah, just shoot this guy. She's going to use Disrupts. Chaz is going to cross-cut. No, I'm going to Ray Blade, big boy. And you're going to do... Tandle. Randy Tandle. Get him. No! Spark is the insta-kill move. Son of a bitch. That sucked. It's alright. Ren will wake up after the fight. No big deal, but still. Lame that he got killed by that. Lamey lame. Ren recovered. Yeah, he did. Alright, Ren. Heal yourself up, bud. You deserve it. Alright, so this will hopefully reverse something helpful. Okay, I can go this way now. See if there's anything over here. Hope there's at least one treasure over in this direction. I fucking hope so. Make it worth my while, game. Hell yeah. What's this? Are these more of your spare parts, Ren? It appears. I don't believe it. Is this a positron bolt unit? Huh? This is a powerful weapon developed for attacking space fortresses. A 10-second burst could even destroy Zelon. Wow, I imagine the power of this unit, and yet it's so small. Yes, under normal circumstances, I would prefer to avoid using such a weapon. But unfortunately, in this situation, I have no choice. I shall install it. Ren. Hell yeah. So we got another new ability. Device installation complete. Positron bolt now ready for use. That's probably a really strong attack, and I'm really happy I found it. Glad. Super glad. Alright. You know what I'm going to do? After we fight this fight, of course, because damn it. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to just exit out of here. Should we try out the positron bolt? Let's try it. I want to see what it does. I want to see what it's capable of doing. Do work, homie. Do work. Randall Tandle. Positron bolt. Almost 300 damage. Not bad. Hits all enemies, though, which is nice. So that's a good all-hit move. The fact that we have it now is nice because now that means it'll build up and it'll get stronger as we level up with Ren now, I believe. Seems like that's how it works. Once you unlock an ability like that, it gets more uses as you level up after getting it. Like right now it has 1 use, but it'll have 2 after Ren levels up again. Alright, she's out of TP, which means Chaz, you're up. And actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go, boop, we out. I'm going to go right back in. Although I'll make a quick save just in case. I want to finish exploring here because like this first floor specifically. Once I'm done exploring this first floor, we're good. Because basically I explored everything past this first floor area because I found that one door. Hey, what's up? We'll see you later. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? And there's a treasure chest here that I missed right off the bat. Jesus. All right. Anyway, welcome to the stream though. How you doing? How you doing? Guess I'll just have her attack. Explodies. You can just attack as well, I suppose. He's the one that's gonna hit all. Give him a little bit of the Randall Tandle. Should have spread out my attack so they wouldn't have killed one before he got his Tandle. And Tandle wiped them all anyways. Didn't matter. Anyway, yeah, what's up? We'll see you later. How you doing? Usually you play action games. You're trying to get used to playing other games. Well, oops, I didn't even pick up the item. What is it? Repair kit? That's all it is? I don't even want it. Does Ren need healing? I'll just use it. Whatever, I'll just leave it there. I don't even care. But anyway, yeah, you're here for an RPG, that's for sure, if you're hanging out today. It can be hard for you to play and watch non-action games. Well, I was playing Hollow Knight Silksong about half an hour ago, but I finished beating the game finally, got the true ending and all that, so now I'm playing Phantasy Star for the rest of the day. Sorry if it's not your cup of tea, but hey, I mean, you can hang out and chat with me. It's the kind of game where we can kind of just sit and chat about whatever, really, because we're just going through dungeons and shit like this, and it's just, you know, it's a good time, but it's not always the most engaging time, I guess is probably the best word. So when you say action games, what's like your favorite type of stuff? Are we talking like Dark Souls action? Are we talking platformy, you know, Hollow Knight action like I'm talking about? Things like that. What kind of action are we talking about? You're trying hard to give a game like this a watch. I mean, at least you're willing to watch it. It's understandable if you don't want to like play a game like this. That I can understand. Damn, those guys fucking self-destruct. That's no bueno. I didn't expect them to do that. That was an unfortunate moment for Miss Rika. She was exploded to death, and it was very unfortunate. Play a lot of action platformers, beat-em-ups, action melee, including Souls-likes. So, okay, what's your favorite ones? Like, what's top-of-the-line action platformers? What's your top-of-the-line beat-em-ups? What's your top-of-the-line Souls-likes? Like, what's your favorites? Let's talk about it. We got time. Let's talk about it. Let's give us something to talk about. Let's find some treasure, hopefully right now. And it's a photon eraser. Okay. I definitely want that. What it is, I don't know, but I want it for sure. What are we getting rid of for? Let's get rid of a repair kit. I have so many of these fucking things. Alright. Oh, shit. I bet you it's a weapon for, our boy there. Our boy Ren. Randall Tandle. Ouchies. Top of the line action platform will be something made by Natsume like Shatterhand. Wow. What a choice. That's only a game that's a game I actually have not played on the channel. I've seen the game. I know what it is, but I've never played it. I also am able to get the heck out of here finally, so that's nice. All right. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's get back over to... What's the name of the town that needed the help for this? I think it was Zima, right? They just mentioned it. Let's go back to Zima and tell them that we did it. So we can get the questo completo, baby. I think it was... Was it the guy over in this house that we talked to? It was like an old guy? Yeah, I think it was this guy. Oh, you beat the control of those machines. It must be true. We don't see those machines anymore. Good job. There's no doubt of your skills. You'll find your competition at the guild. All right, let's go get some more money. That's where I got all this freaking money, is doing quests and doing all these fights, of course, but the quests, man. I'm going to go and heal here, too. This is a cheaper, earlier game in, for sure. Anyway, we borrowed that Shatterhand game as a kid. Had a great time with it. Back in the day when we didn't have mini games, so we had to beat the games we owned in different ways. I agree. I mean, I'm right there with you, man. I had an NES when I was a little kid, and I couldn't beat any games, really. Like, I never beat Mega Man 2, which was my favorite game. I ended up beating that way later. I remember getting pretty far all the time, but I could never beat it. And then Mega Man, sorry, TMNT 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 on the NES is another one I had. That one I learned how to do the code eventually, or had my mom put in the code so I was able to beat that game with cheating, but never could beat it legit until much later. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm teleporting back to Aido. Let's go turn in this quest. Yep, I just took care of daughter, Dr. Kosa. I just took care of her, so that questo is completo. Welcome in. Welcome in. You also missed me beating Silksong. I actually played Silksong for the first half an hour or so of the stream, and I beat it. So that's done, man. You missed it. You missed the triumph. Anyway, for beat-em-ups, balance is key, and Capcom was the gold standard. A modern amazing beat-em-up you like is Streets of Rage 4, which I consider the best balanced modern beat-em-up. I gotta play Streets of Rage 4 still. Me and my friend Drew, we still want to do that one on stream together at some point. I think we're both kind of just holding out until we can stream together again to do that. But definitely want to play Streets of Rage 4. But me and him did all the first 3 games. Well, we beat the first 2, and then the third game was such trash. We didn't bother to try to beat that one. But I will say, Capcom definitely makes a lot of the best beat-em-up stuff and old action games for sure. Damn, 80,000 Meseta for that quest. Jesus. Come again whenever Richard Lives of Hunters. The things we don't seem to have consequences all over the... Wait, the things we do seem to have consequences all over the place. We need to watch what we do, don't we, Chas? Sure, and take $80,000 while we at it. Fuck yeah. I'm rich, bitch. Alright, so I think the rest of these quests were all in towns I hadn't found yet, right? I'm pretty sure. We got 3 more quests here on this list, and we haven't found the towns that they're in. I'll just pick one so we have it. Find the village of Uzo. So let's find Uzo. Yep, cross the ocean. Yes, I'll take that one. Once we find the town of Uzo... Village Chief's house. Uzo's on a deserted island south of here. Oh, it actually tells you where it's at. Okay. Well, then maybe I'll go look for that town right now. Yeah, so you love a lot of Capcom old games. Some of their new games, too. They still have talented developers and are a bit more focused on challenge and balance than other modern developers. Yeah, I guess so. In terms of like Capcom stuff, my favorite is still Mega Man. I'm a Mega Man stan all day. I've played pretty much all the Mega Man games worth playing that are platformers. I'm still working on the Mega Man Battle Network series. I've only played the first one so far. I'm going to play through the collection at some point. I'm also going to make a new save here in a different slot because we're in a new session. But anyway, I'm going to figure out where the hell this island is to the south, I guess. But yeah, like I was saying, when it comes to Capcom stuff, Mega Man is definitely my jam. But yeah, pretty much when it comes to Mega Man on this channel, I have very few platformer Mega Mans left to play, unless I play like some remaster shit or some shitty Mega Man games. Oh, I never equipped his gun too. Hold on, let me equip that gun to Ren real quick. Like some shitty Mega Man games, like some DOS Mega Man or some Game Boy Mega Man, some shit like that. Those games are technically on my radar to do. I just have no interest in getting to them anytime soon. What's my flying thing in this game? The hydrofoil. Or not flying, but water vehicular. Holy crap. So fast. But yeah, Mega Man, that's my jam. I've played, like I said, Mega Man 1 through 11. I played Mega Man X 1 through 8. I've played the Mega Man Zero series. I've played the Mega Man Mega Man Legends games. I'm a Mega Man man. For action melee games, old school God of War, Batman Arkham, Devil May Cry. I'm down for that. I've played all those. I played all the Devil May Cries. I've played all the God of Wars. I've played Batman Arkham, all of them. I've only done Arkham Knight on the channel, which was the last one, but I did not mean to get out of my vehicle. I pressed the wrong button. But yeah. I definitely have enjoyed the Arkham games. And God of War, I really like the newer God of War games. Those two newer God of War games, God of War and God of War Ragnarok, were amazing. Those are top tier for me. Even Captain Blood was called a God of War like. Captain Blood? I don't even know what that is. Am I hitting for less damage all of a sudden, or am I crazy? Oh, you know what it is? It's this particular vehicle just isn't as strong. That's what it is. I was like trying to figure out what the hell's going on here, but it's the vehicle. It's just not as strong as other ones. Okay, so... I see. Captain Blood was a pirate game that was supposed to be released on the 360 era, but it got canceled. Oh. Okay, well... That's one I'm not even aware of. That makes sense why. It never even got released. Oh, I see. It got released recently. I see. Okay. Someone tweaked it and finished it up recently. That's interesting. Alright, let's see if we can find this abandoned island that has a thing on it. Now that I found some water. I wish I had a fucking map. One thing this game is missing is a world map. If there is one, I have no idea how to access it. They even kept the 360 era graphics and all that for the retro feel. That's kind of cool. They just kind of tweaked it to finish it. They didn't try to upgrade it and make it look like modern graphics. That's kind of... I like when they do that, actually, with like, especially if they're bringing back an old game. Keep it of the era it came out in, you know? I'm a classic retro gamer kind of guy myself, so I'm okay with games looking old. Anyway, you looked it up the other day. The devs worked on a map for this, but it didn't make it into the final version. Why would you not put a world map? Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't do that. In any RPG game, especially when you have an open world like this. And this world's more open than any of the other freaking Phantasy Stars. Holy shit. Is this thing going to kick my ass? Can I kill it in one hit? That'd be cool. I mean, I did fucking 400 damage. I'm not going to do that again. But yeah. Anyway. As I was saying, I wish this game had a fucking map. I really do. It doesn't make sense that this game has such an open world but doesn't have a map. When all the other Phantasy Stars, I think, have a map. The first Phantasy Star might not have had a map. But I think 2 and 3 both had maps, I think. 3 definitely did, I know that. Because I didn't play that one that long ago. Damn, this worm is ridiculous. I'm gonna do X burst again. That might have been overkill, but he's dead. Consider Souls-like games to be action games mainly as well, so you like a lot of Souls games too. I consider them to be action games. I mean, they are. They're not. I don't know what else you would call them, to be honest. You don't remember there being a map in 2? Maybe there wasn't a map in 2 and I'm just remembering wrong. You might be right. There might not be 1 and 2. I also used a guide for pretty much all of Phantasy Star 2 because that game sucked. I hated it. Hugh Gilla. But yeah, Souls-likes are some of my favorite types of games these days as well. See you later. I just like... I love the Souls games. I love Elden Ring. Bloodborne's amazing. A guide plus a map in 2 feels mandatory. Yeah, 2 is just such a trash game of this series. Like, I was so happy to just move on from that game. All the dungeons in that game were a pain in the ass. I didn't like the dungeons that much in 3 either, but they weren't as much of a pain in the ass as they were in 2. Because the dungeons in 3 were almost all the same looking shit. They got boring. You're a big fan of FromSoft as well? Samesies. Played all those games. All the Souls games. Elden Ring, Bloodborne included, even Demon Souls. I've also played plenty of other Souls-likes, like Nioh, the first Nioh anyway. Nioh 2 is on my to-do list. I've also played The Surge. I've played Code Vein. I've played Lies of P, which is probably one of the top tier non-FromSoft Souls-likes. Played plenty of 2D Souls-like type games like Salt and Sanctuary, those kind of things. Hollow Knight, I guess, counts in that same vein. You want to see FromSoft make an action melee game focused on auto-locking instead of manual target locking? You want it to auto-lock? How does, I've never played it, but how does the Armored Core game play? Does that play like a Souls-like? Like the newest one. I don't really know how it plays. I know they've done more in the series, but the newest one, supposedly... I haven't even watched anybody play it, so I don't even really know what it looks like, to be honest. I've never played any Armored Core games, for that matter. If I ever did, it might have been like one of the originals. I don't know. I'm not a big Gundam mech dude, so it's like, while I like mechs and they're cool, I just don't. I'm not like one of those people who stands for like, oh, I gotta watch all the Gundam. I'm a Gundam builder. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just not into it like that. It's just not like Gundam animes or animes that have like the big mechs. I haven't really watched very many of them or much of them. I'm not into it. Like I said, I think they're cool. If I had a fucking mech right now, I'd ride that shit all day. That shit's dope. But it's still not one of my like things that I'm all up in and on. I think the only anime that had mechs like that I watched the whole thing that I really enjoyed was Code Geass. I liked that series a lot. But it wasn't really focused on the mechs, even though the mechs is how they fought. It was a good show. What you're talking about has actually already been done. The old school God of War series have an invisible locking system. The entire game was designed around it. I get what you're saying. I know what kind of game you're saying. You just want FromSoft to make a game like it. I'm just asking if Armored Core, which is a game that FromSoft made, pretty sure, Armored Core 6, the one that came out not that long ago, if it had a similar type of fighting system or Souls games or what. This is where I need to go for the story right here, actually. Should I just go to the story thing? It's literally right here. I kind of want to. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna do it. I'll work on the side quest later. We'll find Uzo at some point. I think I'd rather just move on with the story, to be honest. Huh? Are you guys here to inspect the ruins? Who's this fucking doofy looking bastard? Well, yes we are, but who on earth are you? Forgive me for not introducing myself earlier. My name is Seth. I'm a traveling archaeologist. Wow, I keep running into this name. There was a boss named Seth in the Silk Song as well. That's hilarious. I came here in search of the ruins of an ancient temple, but there are monsters in the cave that lead to it. The temple. Just where we're going. Ah, I knew it. How fortunate. If that's where you're headed, would you allow me to come with you? I do have confidence in my skills. And I don't intend to be a nuisance. An archaeologist. If there are monsters, the more of us there are, the more advantageous it'll be in a fight against them. Okay, I guess it's alright. Thank you very much. I appreciate your kindness. Rune, he's quite a polite person. Huh? Yeah. Huh. Are we worried that he's, like, questionable or something? He doesn't have any TP. What kind of moves does he have? Is he a fucking robot? He doesn't have any skills or techs, and he has no TP. What kind of equipment does he have? He's using a dagger and a shield. I'm not going to worry about him. He is the definition of a temporary character. There's no way. There's no way we're getting somebody who has no abilities as a temporary or a permanent party member. There's just no way. That's a definition of a temporary motherfucker. Maybe he's like a plant. That's like what I mean is he's not going to be a good guy. Let's just say that. He's here to throw us for a loop. Trick us. Tricky dicky bastard, you know? So anyway, to go back to the Armored Core chat we were having earlier. Armored Core 6 is amazing. It's fast and definitely an action game. The target locking system sounds complex until you get used to it. Okay. Just checking. I was more curious if it had an auto lock system that you were talking about, but if you have a targeting reticle or something, then it doesn't have the auto lock thing that you're describing. You want like a God of War style auto lock system, like old God of War style auto lock system where you just kind of target enemies and go ham on them. I get it. I get it. Hey, what's up, Nostalgic Gamer? You been wanting to catch a live stream? Well, you made it. Welcome in. How's it going? I assume that means you came over from the YouTube. Glad you could make it to a live stream. Oh, he does have abilities. He just doesn't have any... Wow, look at these moves. If this isn't definition of a guy who's like got bad guy moves, he's got Death Spell, Mind Blast, Corrosion, and Shadow. The most goddamn dark magic list I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what Shadow does. I'm just going to see. It lowers your agility. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. Anyway, if you manually target lock, you'll stay locked on no matter how they move. It's less accurate, though. Gotcha. I definitely have not played an Armored Core game, so I wouldn't even know where to begin with, like, to describe how it's played. So maybe it's something I'll try someday. But again, like I said already, I'm not too jazzed about it. I'm not a big mech guy, so it's not like something I'm like, ooh, I gotta play that. It looks cool. I cannot deny that something looks cool for sure. Wow, she fucking wiped those dudes. Goodbye. Disrupt for the win. I don't know if there was treasures in there, but I found the staircase that goes up, so I'm taking it. Fuck it, just attack normal. If you like action games, AC6 is the easiest AC game to get into. Yeah. It feels like a series that if I started from the beginning, it would be one of those ones I don't think I would enjoy playing through the whole thing. So I'm probably better off just playing the newest one to try it out to see if I like it enough to bother. A soul dew. I haven't actually figured out what a soul dew does, have I? I also need to sell some shit. I have so many freaking items right now. Anyway, goodbye, repair kit. Earlier games in the series are kind of clunky. I kind of figure they are. Would I like to know what? Nostalgia Gamer, what a soul dew does? You know what? I wouldn't mind. If you know what a soul dew does, you can tell me. I wouldn't mind knowing. I'm just going to attack this guy normal, I think. Save my fancy attacks for later. Because I believe a Moon Dew heals everybody's HP in my party. And I believe a Stardew revives a dead person. I think I have that right. One does one, one does the other. I know that. Soul Dew is a full revive. Full HP revive. Okay. Nice. Thank you for letting me know. I'm okay with knowing that. That's kind of what I would have guessed. If it's better than the the moon one or the star one. I'm forgetting which one does what. I think the star one is the revive one. The moon one is the heal one. I'm pretty sure I have that right. Keep thinking to myself that you like talking to streamers, but it's hard for some of them to talk to chat while playing the action game. Absolutely. Earlier when I was playing Silksong, when I was fighting that boss, I was not able to chat much. I literally could not read chat while I'm playing. It's just maybe in a brief moment when I have a moment to look down and look at the chat, but for the most part, I'm going to ignore the chat for the entire fight. If it's when I'm doing a boss fight, not necessarily the whole time, but when I'm playing a boss fight, definitely going to lock in. Souls game, same thing. Can't even look at chat at all while you're locked in, right? Oh my, you guys are so strong. You must have felled mini monster by now. Huh? Well, not really. I'm embarrassed. Wow. He's gassing it up. He's gassing us up, guys. Which means he's definitely gassing us up to throw us off from his scent of his being not a good guy. Anyway, this is rare, but you've seen action streamers have another person there just to re-chat. I've actually seen that as well. Usually, when somebody's playing a game that's like speedrunners or somebody who's really trying to lock in on a game, like when they're doing speedruns and stuff. Like if you ever watch games, what do you call it? Speedrunner a lot. What's it called? Man, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Games Done Quick, I think is the name of the event. The Games Done Quick, where people are just doing speedruns. The streamer never looks at the chat. They have literally people there just to read the chat and kind of, you know, do the interactions. I'm just going to keep getting more of repair kits. And obviously, yes, if there is a lot of people talking, it's harder to interact with chat and or even be in chat as a chatter, because the chat might be flying by and nobody can read it, and the streamer's not going to be able to read that shit either. It's going by too fast. Like if I was one of those people that just had too many chatters and I couldn't even read it, I'd put on slow chat and I'd only look over every once in a while. Games Done Quick, that's a hide the chat case. It's all emoji spam anyway. Yeah, I'm not saying I would read the chat in those situations. I'm just saying if there are people who are in the event, like running the event or whatever, are probably, like there's somebody there specifically to read the chat or look at the chat, keep an eye on the chat, you know what I mean? That's all I meant. The more the merrier does have its limits. Yeah, I don't mind having like just people watching and not talking. That also doesn't matter to me. I am what would be very much defined as a let's player. I talk anyways, whether somebody's watching or not. Because it's all going to go into a video that's going to get posted on YouTube and people are going to watch it anyways, separately from me talking to them directly. So my goal is to make a video on top of talking chat while I'm in the middle of it, you know? So I feel like I have done this for so long. That's how my videos turn out, and I will continue to do it that way. While there will be stretches where I go quiet mode doing something difficult, that's just going to happen even if I was recording it or not, you know? Being able to chat with the streamer is actually a plus. Absolutely. How do you think I met Morrow? Hi, Morrow. What's up? Alright, anyway, let's heal it up. Oh, Jesus. Let's do a Jisar. You like the strange sci-fi world this game has? Yeah, it's definitely a future sci-fi world. There's like our guy running at the front of the point. He's running point on my group right now. He's actually a android, I believe they call it. Right? He's an android? Or is he a robot? An AI robot? Now I can't remember. He's not human, is he? Man, now I'm confused. Now I'm not remembering. I forget what Ren even is. I'm pretty sure Rika's an android. Is Ren also an android, or are they different things? No, I can't remember. I'm confusing everybody's thing now. You like games that have strange looking aesthetics? This definitely has a unique aesthetic, especially for its time period. You know, this was a Sega Genesis game. It's the 4th game in the series, obviously, but Like the first two games pretty much have this same vibe. It's just this game's the best of the bunch by far. They use the term android, and Rika is called a Newman. A Newman. I get you. Okay. So she's like a created human then. And then Ren is an android? Is that what we're saying? Okay, got it. Got it. I mean, Rika comes across as like a human-like person because she, like, you can tell Chaz and her are vibing. You know what I'm saying? They're vibing. That might be where it ends up because those are pretty much my two party members that have been in the party permanently for a while now. Rune has kind of slid into that third slot, and then Ren obviously, and now this Seth guy, which I do not think Seth's sticking around for long. I truly feel like he's not a good guy. I don't know why. He gives me that vibe immediately because he was just kind of standing there in my way on the way to somewhere where I needed to go. And then he's like, can I go with you? Like, it just felt unnatural. You know what I mean? He was waiting for us, basically. For the few RPGs that you have played, you prefer to have a party of 5, but there's not that many that have a party of 5. That is true. Most RPGs is 3 to 4. Very few have 5 or more. My favorite is Suikoden, which has 6. Well, most of them have 6. We're not counting Suikoden 4, that piece of trash. Anyway, it's nice to have an RPG that's not pseudo-medieval, but yeah, you like your sci-fi. I'm not a big sci-fi guy. I actually really like medieval/fantasy stuff, so that's why I like Final Fantasy series so much. I don't dislike this, though. I'm having a good time. I'm usually not a huge sci-fi guy, though. I don't hate it, though. Like, that's why I never say, like, Star Wars is my favorite shit, because it's not. I do like Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars guy where I'm like, oh, I gotta play all the Star Wars games and all that shit. Like, nah, I'm good. I'll play more of them, I will, but they're not, like, top of the list, gotta play them all. I've only played a couple Star Wars games on the channel, actually. If you check their status screens, it'll tell you what their job is. Oh, it does. It does say that. You're right. It does do that. I do remember that now. Okay, so Ren is an android. It says it right there. Rika's a Newman. It says it right there. Hunter was Chaz. Rune is a wizard. Seth is a scholar. Okay, fair enough. I did read that before, and I knew that, and I forgot. Thank you for reminding me, Nostalgia Gamer. But that was splendid. I would love to have that kind of strength. This is the result of many hours of training. You could become strong, too, if you put the effort into it. Training. Interesting. When did you ever do any training, Chaz? Shh! I never trained before. But I have to tell him something, right? I can't just act like this shit is natural. Alright, anyway, get these fucking frog-looking things. Don't you poison my robot man. Well, you don't consider yourself a Star Wars fan? I love the aesthetics and how they keep things simple. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not to say that I don't love Star Wars. I do love it, but it's not like my favorite thing. Again, I'll say that until the cows come home. I was actually way more into Star Wars when I was a kid. As an adult, I've gravitated more toward the fantasy, aesthetic. Like, when the Lord of the Rings movies hit as movies... Holy shit, that was when I was all in when the Lord of the Rings movies hit. I was like, fantasy's my thing. Fantasy's my thing? Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Not that Final Fantasy didn't already give me that thought, but Lord of the Rings really cemented that for sure. You prefer to have fewer explanations on how things in Star Wars work? That's fair, I guess. You don't like to... nothing needs to be overly complicated, really, right? Like, let's just move on. Enjoy what you see. We finally made it to the temple. This is all thanks to you. There may be monsters still. Please let me come with you a little while longer. Well, alright. I'm assuming we're not done here. Can I save it here, or are we still in an unsafe spot? Oh, let me save here. Nice. Okay, cool. Sweet. The only issue you have with fantasy settings is that there's so many are similar. That's true, but we could say the same thing about sci-fi. Some of the sci-fi stuff is pretty similar, too. It's hard to have truly, truly unique ideas, but you can take similar ideas and throw in some new flavor, right? If If you remember right, Rolf said Nay was a mixture of biomonster DNA and human DNA or something like that. Are we talking about the previous game, Nostalgia Gamer? Anyway, growing up in the 80s, there were some amazingly creative fantasy movies. Yeah, I do know of them. I haven't really watched a lot of old 80s fantasy stuff because I grew up in the 90s, really. I was born in the 80s, sure, but I didn't grow up in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. Also, this is it, huh? We don't have to fight or anything? We're just going to grab the item? Oh my god, this dude's going to totally do something when I grab this. That was Phantasy Star 2 you were talking about? Yeah, okay. I see. Right, Rika did say she was based on improvements from 1,000 years ago from Phantasy Star 2, from Nay. Okay, that makes sense. She didn't say anything about that, but you're saying that that's what the idea is. I do know that she looks like Nay. I do remember what Nay looked like, so that does make sense. Alright, let's grab this item and see what happens. My items were full. Shit! It's what we came here for, though. So goodbye, repair kit. I hardly knew thee. We did it! It's the Arrow Prism! But how's it going to show us the way to Rykros? Gee, I don't know. You're sure a big help. Okay. I guess we got what we came for. Bye. My mom would catch a lot of fantasy and sci-fi movies on TV, and I rented some. She found a lot of notable cult classic stuff. Yeah, there's some fantasy stuff from the 80s I definitely have not seen, but some of that shit looks wild. Wow, it's blindingly bright! Oh, how observant. Hold the arrow prism up to the sky. Huh, there you go. Follow the beam! What's going on? How beautiful! Rykros is at the end of that light. But that's beyond the skies. I will calculate the direction immediately. Aye! Seth, what's wrong? Uh-oh. I told you. Aye! Oh my god. Seth? It's not Seth. That figure couldn't be Dark Force! I told your ass he was going to be bad. It can't be. Does this mean that Dark Force has been masquerading as a human? That evil-minded monster! Can Dark Force also evolve? Whether it evolves or not, here it comes! We have no choice. Let's go! Okay, I'm glad I've saved it now. Oh, man, he looks dope. Dude, he looks really cool. You know what he reminds me of right immediately? He looks like Lord Zed from Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers, doesn't he? He's purple, obviously. Lord Zed is red. But just like that fleshy under with the bones on top, that's totally Lord Zed, bro. That's awesome. And this is the first time we've seen him with legs. Also true. Also true. Good old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Alright, let's kick some ass. Assuming that we can actually win this. Let's start with some defensive stuff. Barrier. Let's put on the speed thing. Saner. Let's do Ray Blade. And let's do EFS on him. Ray Blade did 3 hundo. Nice. Let's see what he does. EFS did 3 hundo. Nice. Okay, he only hit once. That's good. He really clanked down that mutagen. Lord Zed, he drank the last vial of ooze. Oh no! Or he got hit with one of Rita's stabs. I'm trying to remember what did Zed throw down to make his monsters grow? Was it like this little? I seem to recall it's like a little weird looking ball thing. Am I remembering that correctly? Because I know Rita used to throw her staff down, and the monster would grow. But when Zed did it, did he throw down like this little weird? Like, am I picturing like a little weird gray ball that he threw? Am I picturing that right? It's been a long time since I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers past like the first season where Zed showed up. It's been a long time. All right. Anyway, back to fighting. Okay. So I got my barrier up. Let's hit him with that positron bolt. Why not? Why not? I'm gonna have her do D-band since we have a moment, and then I'm gonna have you do Ray Blade, and you can do a Fess again. Let's go. Hell yeah! Fuck him up. Get those hits in, dog. Mind Blast. Okay, so that puts people to sleep. I did get my D-band in though, so our defense is up. Okay. We'll hit him with that burst rocket action, and we'll hit him with Mefest, and hopefully those bitches will wake up quick. 189 from the rockets. 329. Corrosion. Oh boy. Okay. Ren's okay. Rune might need to heal a little bit. That's okay. Rune can heal himself. He'll be fine. He doesn't have the group heals, right? He doesn't even have a single target heal. Never mind. He only has the revive. I forgot about that. Do I have any Trimates left? Probably not. Let me double check. I have any Trimates? Oh, I do. Okay, I'll use one of those on himself. Wow, Rika and Chaz actually needed it more, I just realized. Oh well. Oh well. It was more about keeping him alive because he was awake than anything else. Now we're going to sit here and revive. Wait, wrong thing. Reverse on Rika. That sleep spell really fucked me. Alright, and Chaz woke up. Good, finally. Alright, you can heal yourself, sir, because you hurtin'. You can do G SAR. You can do Ray Blade, and you can get back to doing some damage. Let's go. Ray Blade! Alright, we're looking good. We're looking good. Mind Blast. Well, we were looking good until Rika got put back to sleep again, annoyingly. It's alright. We're okay. If she's asleep, it's okay. Just keep an eye on her HP this time and don't let her die. In the meantime, damage, baby. Damage. This moveset isn't too hard to come back from so far on this version of Dark Force. Ooh, she got wrecked there, though. Jesus. He used some kind of energy that would explode to make them grow. Okay. We're talking about Lord Zed, right? He used some kind of energy. I got that, but what, like when he did it, did he throw like... am I picturing that right? Did he grab like this weird gray sphere-looking thing and did he throw it? I seem to remember it being something that looked like that. Again, I might be thinking of something else, but I swear that's what I remember it looking like. Alright, she's going to heal herself. You know what? Do a little Na-Res action. Get that full heal. And then you can start doing cross-cut, and you can keep doing your E-Fest one more time. I feel like we're doing pretty good so far on this fight. I have to check my speed. Is Chaz faster than Rika now? Anyway, whatever. Ren's just going to keep attacking. I think I can live with it. I'm okay on this turn, I think. Let's just have some damage happen. Let's get a little double slash action going. I don't remember if Negatus did damage. I definitely don't remember what Legion or Legion does. I'll have to look it up again. But Tandal's definitely an attack. I know that. Stabby stab. Tandal did 189. I can live with that. It looked like two circles, one small. Yep, okay. That's exactly what I was picturing, Omega. So I was remembering correctly what Lord Zed would use to make his monsters grow in Power Rangers. I did remember correctly. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. That's exactly what I was picturing. It looked like a mini gourd. Yeah, exactly. It's like a little baby weird-shaped grenade thing. I remember it. I do remember it. So I'm glad I remembered that correctly. It's been a long-ass time since I saw, like, Season 2 Power Rangers. It really has been. Why did she go last? That worries me for her for healing right now. I'm about to have her heal everybody. I hope that doesn't stay her going last. That's unfortunate. Go first. Okay, cool. Oh shit, I should have healed Ren. I forgot Ren's gotta heal himself. Don't die, Ren. No! As soon as I fucking said it. Okay, it's fine. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to have you do double slash. You can do cross cut. You are going to wake my homie up. Finally, a reason to use one of these repair kits that I got infinite of. Wake up, big homie. Alright, attack. You can heal yourself. That's fine. Other homies do. Alright, only Chaz fell asleep. That's okay. I can live with that. Just gonna keep doing damage. They'll wake up when they wake up, right? Gotta keep an eye on Ren's HP this time because he's gotta heal himself. Or we could just win because it's too easy, baby. Hell yeah. Get fucked, Dark Force, for the third time, right? That's the third time we face him in this game, I believe. I'm counting right. Victory, baby. 12,000 XP. Level for Rika. Bitchin'. That's it, huh? Alright. This is becoming a sticky situation. Chaz, we've got to hurry to Rykros. Huh? I bet the followers of the darkness are already aware of the way to Rykros through Dark Force. They're probably on their way there even as we speak. You mean they were spying on us? Rykros, the only thing certain is the direction in which it is located. But no doubt there is something there that they can't afford to let us have. So we better get that something. We'll have to hurry, otherwise they'll beat us to it. I have the direction of Rykros stored in memory, but the light is now extending far beyond the sky. We'll just have to head towards it in the Landale. Alright, let's return to the spaceport. We've got to hurry. Okay, sounds good. I'm just gonna... Do I want to backtrack out of here regularly? Because I feel like I did not find everything in this dungeon, but I don't know if there's anything... I didn't find anything, like, great when I was going through the first part of it. And there was a lot of dead ends, too. I don't know. We'll see. I might. That boss can be a major pain with only 4 characters. I mean, at least we had 4. Honestly, 4 characters ain't so bad. If I was down to 3, I'd be a little more concerned, but 4 wasn't bad. 4 wasn't bad. Phantasy Star becomes tough when you only got 3, though. For sure. But that wasn't so bad. I'm probably over-leveled because of side questing and just wandering around extra, so that probably helped a lot that I'm leveled up enough to handle that fight. I definitely wasn't under-leveled for it, which is good. Did she get paralyzed? I think she did. Do I have any paralyzed heals on me? I don't think I have any. No. Just want to make sure I don't, you know, let it sit in my inventory and not get used. Oh no, she's poisoned. Never mind. Wasn't paralyzed. Poison. But anyway, good shit. We beat Shad Dark Force again. I can see how that battle could be a problem if he puts you to sleep more. I got a little lucky on some of the sleeps. It only really effed me on the first wave there, but after we got past that initial sleep wave, we were good. Clear them out, clear them out. Let those little bitches know what you about. Another group? Get them. You know what? It's weird. It doesn't really look like him, but for some reason, when I see them yellow brain looking dudes, those guys right there that just died, something about them, also speaking of cure paralysis, we got another one. Something about them reminds me of, and I don't know why. Have you ever seen the original Sin City movie? There's that one guy that's like yellow. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the color yellow. Just reminds me of the same color, like shade of yellow. I'm reminded of that stanky-ass yellow dude from Sin City, the original movie, if you've ever seen that. Obviously, I'm aware that's like based on a comic book or whatever visual novel, but the movie, I love that movie, the Sin City movie. It's so good. With that yellow guy. Stanky boy. I don't know what it is about that monster that reminded me of him, but it did. There's a way to cure sleep, but you didn't want to influence my fight too much. Oh, that's okay. I wasn't worried about sleep. Sleep usually has not really been a detrimental status effect in this playthrough. Like, it's bad for a turn, but it usually only lasts a turn. It very rarely has lasted more than a turn and been a problem. So sleep, while most games sleep could be a real big issue, this game sleep has probably been the least egregious sleep ever. Like, I've had points where I got put to sleep in the turn and woke up on the same turn where it didn't even make me lose a turn, which is hilarious, but it just happened that way. I'm like, wow. I probably had that happen more often than not, to be honest. Like, paralysis and poison to some extent are way worse. In Phantasy Star 2, if everyone's put to sleep, game is over. Damn. I didn't even remember that, but maybe I did have that happen. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played 2 now. But that is pretty lame. Alright, anyway, I found another treasure. I'm going to hope to find at least one more on the way out, but this is the last floor to get out of here. They say you're too tired to fight. That's so stupid. What a dumb status effect to wipe the party. That's dumb. I probably did have that happen at least once with how that game was. Ooh, there's a door here I didn't get to before. There must be a treasure in here, right? Or a stair that goes down? What? Okay. Oh, another treasure. Nice. And it's a Trimate. I honestly don't even care. Can we just use it? I used it, and I used it on the wrong person, so what a waste. I literally used it on the wrong guy. That's okay. It didn't matter. It's whatever at this point. Probably could have just discarded that Cure Paralysis instead of getting rid of the Trimate, but too late now. I need to go to a shop and clear out my inventory, man. I got so many dues. I've been saving up these dues for a hard fight. I did use some in that one fight against Dark Force earlier in the game. It was Dark Force, I believe, when I was struggling with. Or no, you know what? It was a different boss fight. But it was a hard boss fight that I was using items on. But then I ended up losing and having to redo it, and then I ended up not even using a lot of items when I redid it, right? So it was like I ended up not even actually using up all the do items like I had originally done. But it's whatever, you know. We're sitting on a bunch of good items. I can't be mad at that. It just means we'll be discarding more when we run into stuff that I don't need. Speaking of Paralysis, Rika got hit with it there. So guess what? Time for a Cure Paralysis. Woo! Because fuck it. Use it up. Alright, I think we're probably done here unless there's another treasure on this side, which there's not. So, I'm good. Let's just Henos out of here. And bye-bye.